Welcome, guys. Welcome back to another rendition of Travis Wali Motivation. Okay, so I know I've talked about this a lot, but every time it seems that I'm making a new video, I have not released a video in a while. My content, like whatever's on my mind, basically I'm going to be talking about. So any new thing that I learn, I'm really going to be emphasizing, talking about the importance. What I'm also going to start doing now, I'm going to start writing down the topics that I'm addressing, so that way I'm not basically going over a topic that we've already discussed before. So I apologize that I haven't been consistent, guys. I am definitely working on that, trying to get. I would like to be able to get in the habit of every single Monday releasing a new motivation video, because I think that if I release it on Monday for a lot of people is the official start to the week. So, obviously my schedule is a lot different because I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I work Thursday through Sunday. Some people work Monday through Friday, and they're off Saturday, Sunday. So their work week starts Monday, but my work week starts Thursday. So that's what we're gonna start working towards getting. My goal would be, again, every week on Monday releasing a new motivation video. So now we're just gonna get right into it. So today's topic, as the title of the video suggests, the power, the importance of setting a vision for your life and what it can do. So I always try to listen to a lot of motivational audios, motivational tapes, motivational videos, because what I've learned about success is that there's so much to learn about success. So a lot of us think that we know one crystal clear routine, one method that's going to get us to where we want to go in life. But the reality is that there's so much to learn about success, because think of all the people that have ever been successful in life. They have a story, right? They overcame obstacles, they overcame challenges, and through all those obstacles and challenges, they learned a lot of life lessons. So my big thing is that if I can learn a life lesson from somebody that went through something and I can apply it to my life, then my life's going to get better. Or if somebody teaches me something, a principle, and I apply that principle to my life's going to get better. So I was listening in this motivational audio, motivational tape from the famous legend, shouting him out one day, gonna be meeting him, because again, all the people that have impacted me, I truly believe that one day I can have the power to meet them. As I talked about when I met Hunter Pence, I mean, I never would have thought that would happen, but it did. So, but visualize. So in this motivational audio that I was listening to, there was a guy, he was in his mid-20s, and he wound up becoming an entrepreneur. He went on to do a lot of big things. But before all this had happened, he was working at a video store. And what he used to do, in his mind, he used to believe he was already driving the Porsches, all the beautiful, nice, fancy cars. Like, in his mind, he was already driving them before it even came to fruition. So as he worked at this video store, he used to bring in like magazines that had these cars in them, and he brought them all the time to work, and he would look at them while he was on his break at work. And what this was doing for him is it was allowing his mind to basically visualize him doing these things. And what ended up happening is it led to him doing the work necessary to get what he wanted to have. So that leads us into another big thing, because motivation can only do so much for you guys. Like, you can be motivated to do something, but unless you actually act on it, it's not going to go down. I actually wrote down a quote that is related to that, and it's from, so I'm reading The Average Skill, Phenomenal Will from Eric Thomas, talking about success principles. And one of the quotes in the book says, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do." So if we're going to take this quote and really start to break it down, so knowing is not enough. So again, that goes back to, if we know how to be successful and we're not applying what we know, we're not going to be successful. Um, and again, willing is not enough. We must do. Okay, if we're going to define willing, you can have a will to do something, a will to work out, a will to achieve greatness, a will to uplift people. But unless you actually act on it, then it's not going to happen. So a lot of us, and I was even guilty of it for a long period of time. I always used to talk the talk, but I never walked the walk. So getting back to that story about this guy, so his then boss at the time, he wound up telling him something like, hey man, dude, like he got made fun of for looking at these cars, these exotic cars in these magazines, like while he was working at this video store. But hey, his boss was like, man, dude, you don't really need to be looking at that. You're never really gonna have those kind of things. So the boss was trying to tell him what he was gonna end up doing in his life when he wasn't even in his shoes. And the funny thing is, the guy responded to him and basically told him something that one day he'll have those cars or car, and he will come to this same exact video store when he's not working there anymore and return back movies. And sure enough, in the future, guys, I kid you not, this actually happened. And when he came back, it was funny because the people that had worked there for a while, or they all kind of were like, oh, nice car. Is that your dad's car? And so he had to, obviously he reacted to it. It was his car. So it's pretty funny how that all went down. But, this started for this guy way back when he was looking at these magazines. He was training his brain, his mind. He was already visualizing that he had it already, even before that he had it. Alrighty, so another really good principle, guys, when we're talking about visualization. So Eric Thomas, he kind of had brought this to fruition, but he talked about basically, if you took 30 minutes out of your day, locked yourself in your room, or did whatever it was that you had to do, and you just visualize and you dream, maybe what you want in life, how your life's going to be, you pictured all these things, and this is what you did. If you did this, 30 minutes every day out of your day, it's going to be mind-boggling, the results that are going to come out of it. Because what's going to happen to you is, as you start to visualize and as you start to see it happening, you begin to build that belief in yourself that, hey, I can get this done. And then you're more likely to follow through with what it was that you said that you were going to do. So you're going to follow through. And the thing that happens to a lot of us is, as we live our lives and, go through everything that we go through, we allow mental and unforced errors to affect us. So this goes into the whole principle, the idea of control what you can't control. When things happen to you that are out of your control, there's not really a whole lot that you can do about it. But how you respond to it is going to dictate where you're ultimately going to go. Because if something happens to you that's negative, and then you drown in that negative, and then you start feeding your mind negative thoughts, then things aren't going to get better for you. You're going to continue to beat yourself up, and you're just not going to be able to handle things. And so we really got to get a grasp on channeling mental and unforced errors. So again, everything can be related to a domino effect. So when you start thinking negative, it's a domino effect. Other areas of your life are going to start going downhill because you don't have a grapple on your situation. So whenever something happens to you that is not good, not positive, what you need to do in that moment is you need to process what happened, process it, and then look at the positives. Okay, maybe a lesson. Maybe you learned a lesson. Hey, if this happens to me next time, this is what I'm going to do. And so, that also can go into sharing an experience that you had can impact somebody else that may be going through the same thing. You really just don't know. So through our life experiences, through trial and error, we learn and we are able to better handle what it is that we go through. So remember, control what you can control, and visualize. I'm really encouraging you guys to go out there and start visualizing your dreams. You know, whatever it is you want to do in life, whatever it is you want to own, whatever it is you want to have, I want you to think that you already have those things, and I want you to speak it into existence. Speak it into life. So again, I'm glad, guys, that we're back with another weekly motivation video. If you like this video, give it a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know any ideas of topics or anything that you guys want me to discuss, and I'd be more than happy to delve into those topics for you. Otherwise, catch me next Monday for another motivational video, and whatever it is I got going on, I'm going to be bringing it to you guys. So we're all one step at a time, working towards greatness, and we are going to achieve it, guys. Believe it. Big shout out to Ed Clan of the Clouds. He's a really good music producer. If you guys are interested in getting any beats, hit me up and let me know.